Some people walk into a room and everyone feels it. No words, no effort, just presence. The air changes. And here's the strange part. It's not about size, money, or looks. It's something deeper. A hidden signal your brain can't ignore. Because dominance isn't loud. It's psychological. And the craziest part? You're being controlled by it every single day without even realizing. Whether it's a classroom, a workplace, or a group of friends, there's always a hierarchy. But it's not announced. It's not official. Your brain instinctively ranks people the moment they speak. Who's confident? Who's insecure? Who's a leader? Who's disposable? And this happens in milliseconds. Psychologists call it dominance mapping. It's an ancient survival mechanism, a leftover instinct from when we lived in tribes. Because back then, knowing who was in charge could mean the difference between life or death. But here's the twist. In the modern world, dominance isn't about fighting. It's about psychological control. Dominance begins long before you speak. It's in your energy, your micro behaviors. Your eye contact, stillness. Your tone. Dominant people don't chase approval. They create tension and let others move first. Watch how the most powerful people act in conversation. They speak less, pause longer, and make you wait for their words. That pause? That's power, because your brain associates calmness with control. When someone doesn't rush to fill silence, you subconsciously think they're more important. But here's what almost no one knows. Dominance isn't just how you act. It's how others react to you. Human beings are emotional mirrors. We copy the energy we feel. If someone looks anxious, we tighten up. If they're calm, we relax. If they radiate certainty, we submit quietly. That's why truly dominant people don't need to shout. They project stability, and your brain syncs with it. This is why some leaders can silence a crowd with a glance. It's not magic. It's neurology. Our brains are wired to follow those who appear unshakable. And in a chaotic world, calmness feels like safety. But here's where it gets dark. The same psychology that makes someone powerful. Can also make them dangerous. Because dominance and manipulation often wear the same mask. Narcissist. The cult leader. The alpha boss. They know exactly how to hijack your instincts to make you feel smaller, weaker, dependent. They use confidence as a weapon, charm as camouflage. Once your brain labels them as dominant, it starts to obey. Automatically, you'll justify their behavior, defend them, even when they're wrong. That's how psychological control works. You don't realize you're submitting until it's too late. But here's the good news. Dominance can be rewired. You can learn the same silent confidence that powerful people use. It starts with presence. Being comfortable in your own discomfort. Next, boundaries, because weak people seek peace. Strong people create it. Can finally detachment. You stop needing to be liked. You stop over explaining. You stop proving your worth. When you detach from approval, you instantly rise in the hierarchy your brain built. Because dominance isn't about control. It's about certainty. And certainty is magnetic. People will start treating you differently without you saying a word. Here's the paradox. The most dominant people don't try to dominate. They don't chase. They don't beg. They don't perform. They simply know who they are and act accordingly. Dominance isn't the opposite of kindness. The foundation of it. Because when you have control over yourself, you don't need to control others. That's real power. But most people never reach that stage. They get trapped in ego, Battles. Always trying to prove they're alpha. And that's exactly how they lose. So here's the truth. In every social interaction, a subtle battle is happening. Not for money, not for beauty, but for psychological territory. The person who stays calm longest wins. Person who listens more controls the flow. The person who doesn't react leads the emotion. That's the hidden psychology of dominance. It's not about being feared. It's about being felt. Because when your mind is still, your presence speaks louder than any words, and the world listens. So ask yourself, when you walk into a room, do people feel your presence or your need for approval? Because one makes you powerful, the other makes you invisible. If this hits something inside you, don't scroll. Subscribe before you forget. The next episode breaks down how to rewire dominance triggers inside your brain. You won't want to miss that.